I know that, Madam Speaker, a lot of Zambians are enjoying the leadership of His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema. The economy, Madam Speaker, today I can call it that at least we have sanity in the Zambian economy. There is sanity, Madam Speaker. Let me quickly go to the most debated issue, Madam Speaker, and this is mining. As you know, I come from Northwestern Province, the new copper belt. And Madam Speaker, I'm not ashamed to say that the PF government failed to manage the mines in this country. They failed. Madam Speaker, it is said that the bird in the hand is better than the one that is in the air. When they had an opportunity of saving the people of Copper Belt, and Madam Speaker, when they were doing that, they knew that they were broke. People were advising the PF government. They couldn't listen. And let me also read something from the Chamber of Mines of 2020. And it reads, Madam Speaker, Zambia should treat mineral royalty payments as a deductible expense in order to avoid double taxation and attract investment. The Zambia Chamber of Mines said, since 2019, mineral royalty payments have not been treated as a deductible expense when calculating corporate tax, and that provisions was kept unchanged in the government's annual budget unveiled on Friday. That was in 2020. Effect of this is that mining companies end up being taxed on income that has already been paid as a royalty, a situation referred to double taxation, the Chamber of Mines. Reversing the provision could unlock series of investment approvals and kickstart the economy recovery. Madam Speaker, this was an advice from the Chamber of Mines. They didn't listen, these people. When they were at the time when they were broke, Madam Speaker, they decided to take over Mopani copper mines. They were broke. They had no money to run that. And today they want to speak very loud over Mopani mine. They want to speak very loud over KCM that they failed to manage at that time. Madam Speaker, I come from Solwezi where there's Kasashi mine. Even the Kasashi mine was closing down because of these people. They couldn't listen. May I take this time to appreciate His Excellency the President and this new Dawn government for making sure that Kansanshi, Kalumbila, Lumwana in Northwestern Province is saved. Had the PF won the 2021 elections, Madam Speaker, today there would have been no mines in Zambia. They would have gone out. So on this point, give chance to the New Dawn government to manage, find investors to run Mopani and KCM in peace. At the time when you had the chance, you failed to find investors. You failed to negotiate. This time around, the people on the Copper Belt must have trust in the New Dawn government, because we have a capable government that can bring investors to start running Mopani and the KCM. That is what we want. That is what we want. This government is not chipante-pante, Madam Speaker. With these few remarks, Madam Speaker, I know I've only been given 5 minutes. I thank you. I thank you. So that we give time to others.
Order, honorable members. Can we please maintain silence so that we move on? The honorable member for Kagwe Central wind-up debate.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, for giving yet another chance for people of Kagwe Central to wind up debate on the motion of the speech by the President delivered before this House on 9th September. Allow me now also special thanks to the seconder of the motion, Member of Parliament for Nkana, Honorable Bino Mpundu, and all the cabinet ministers and all members of Parliament who debated objectively. Madam Speaker, the speech spoke to the successes of New Dawn government, and it's undisputable. Many people outside there are aware that the government has done a lot. For that hope, for that, it's giving hope to Zambian people that even now, what the speech spoke to, the government is going to attain. It's a must that the government is going to attain economic transformation. May I be quick to mention that if the previous government failed to attain economic transformation, it does not mean that even the New Dawn government will fail. The new Dawn government is already succeeding, and it has given hope to the Zambian people. Let me be also quick to mention that in the very good book, there was 400 men who competed against one man, and they thought they would manage to light fire on the altar. They failed. But one man, now I can equate to our president, who is an economist, chief marketing officer, has proved that he is transforming this country, the economy of this country. So we are people of Zambia, they have got a hope. And I call upon to all members of parliament here to cooperate, unite, work together with the executive to make sure that we together work to transform this government. To make sure that...
Order, honorable member. Can we give the honorable member to conclude? She's winding up. Can you please conclude, honorable member?
Yes. To make sure that we work together, we transform the economy of this country. Please, and I urge members to make sure that we do not poison our people by negative messages that are not even in line with what the government, the UPND government is doing. And I want to make sure that all those well-meaning members of parliament should take good message to our people outside there so that we cooperate and we change this country. Once the the economy is transformed of this country, even what we are crying for private universities to offer loans to our students, who definitely must attain it. But we need to make sure that we support the economic transformation. I want to thank you once more, all those people who supported this motion. Special thanks goes to Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe, the doctor there, and Chasefu, Ron, and to make sure they help us to enlighten our people, our fellow members who are still in darkness and who do not believe in this speech. With these few remarks, Madam Speaker, I beg to move. Thank you.
Thank you. I put the question. The question is that the thanks of this assembly be recorded in the exposition of public policy contained in the President's address. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Her Honor, the Vice President, adjournment.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the House do now adjourn.
As no notice of an item for debate on the motion of adjournment of the House has been received, I put the question. The question is that the House do now adjourn. Any debate? Any objection? The question is agreed to. The House is now adjourned.
Well, thank you so much for still being with us on Parliament Television. The House is adjourned till tomorrow at 14:30. Before we leave, a recap of what has been considered on the floor of the House when business resumed at 14:30. Pauline.
Yes, there was a question that came for oral answer, understanding order 74. This was question number 44.